ACU will get the ball first because SFA won the toss. They defer to the second half, and off we go on a beautiful day here in East Texas. The return past the 20 for Adrian Baltrip, and Abilene Christian will start from near the 25-yard line. Carter at Marshall before he was benched and returned to Abilene Christian to close out his career. Earl swings it out on second down, and Vaughn has it again, this time on the reception past the 35-yard line, and it's a first down for the Wildcats.
You take what they give you, he can be successful today.
With a fresh set of downs, here comes some pressure, and Earl escapes. Stone Earl so dangerous, and Earl lost the football. At the end, he is ruled down in SFA territory at the 47. Fields on 2nd and 5, the screen for Javon Gibson, who has become an alpha at receiver these last 3 weeks, and he's got the first down as ACU moves into the red zone. He's averaging 150 yards in that span. Earl has plenty of time. Into the flat. Henry again. And pushed out inside the 10, close to the line to gain at the 8. 12th play of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Earl. It's broken up at the goal line. He wanted J.J. Henry. Michael Patterson III, the nickel corner, got a hand on it. A chip shot field goal from 22 yards. And he connects. So another punt for Abilene Christian. And Kylan Harris is back deep again. Bugs Mortimer, the premier punt return man in college football this season, was a game-time decision coming in. Harris is explosive as well, though. And a great return by Kylan Harris. Close to the Abilene Christian 30-yard line.
That's a good sign that he can get out, get his legs involved in the game.
Now the counter with Jarrell Wembley. And Wembley pushing close to the line to gain at the 20. Stood up by Will Schaefer, but he picks up 5. Vidlac keeps it. Down the seam. A catch and a touchdown for Gerard Ademo. His first career touchdown. And what a time for it.
No, Coach Ross said, hey, this could be the very game that he breaks out. And Ademo there, breaking out there for his first TD. That he gets going and this offense takes off.
I like how the scratch golfer brings up golf as the analogy, as if it is just so easy. All you need is one putt to drop. Now the return for Abilene Christian, close to midfield. Nakoon on the return for the Wildcats. And so ACU striking on special teams. We asked Mike Moots, Stephen F. Austin's defensive coordinator, hey, of all these defensive stats like TFLs and sacks and third down and rush defense, what do you care about the most? He says, I don't care about any of them. Jordan Vaughn on the swing pass.
And if you're SFA, you got to protect the football, especially down here in your own end.
Remember the fumble in the end zone in week 2 by Vidlac. He tosses it up, and Kylan Harris comes down with it near the 40-yard line.
Even with the defender all over him, he still has the ability to get that thing.
Jenkins breaking through the first level. Jalen Jenkins inside the 30 of Abilene Christian. Escorted out by Plumlee. Jenkins' huge gain in the regular season finale against Northwestern State. 113 yards and 3 touchdowns. Vidlac taking a shot. Did he hang on? He did! It's a touchdown! Derek Bowler!
Tell you what, that's a great job there by Vidlac to recognize the change of the pitcher at the snap. He sees a different look, but finds the matchup, Ted, and just gives this guy a chance to make the play.
Demings was invited to the Senior Bowl this week. 3rd and 11. ACU has gone 3 and out their last 3 possessions. Earl escapes. And Stone Earl is slammed at the 35. He needed the 40-yard line. 3rd and 15. Underneath, and Wembley is dragged down a little bit. I mean, remember, LD, ACU went 3 and out their last 4 possessions. Here they are past midfield, and Earl has room to run. Inside the 30 of Stephen F. Austin. Ball at the 2. Vaughn, the sledgehammer. Patient running, and he's in the end zone for the touchdown. A big answer from Abilene Christian.
By Vaughn.
Breaking arm tackles on his way in. And Brandon Perez makes it a 4-point game. Keith Patterson, Abilene Christian's head coach, has brought up that date non-stop this season. He has pictures of Vanderbilt Stadium all around the facility to motivate his team. Richard Reese on the return for Stephen F. Austin, and he loops around past the 25. A couple of flags are down.
He's been around some programs. He's seen a lot of football to settle his guys in, and now they're again playing downhill, keeping things in front.
Tunnel screen for Kylan Harris. And he bulls past the 30. He needed the 36-yard line. Kagan Roach, Noah Mangum making the hit. And it's 4th down for the Jacks.
Primo pass rushers, and it frees up what they can do behind him in defensive.
Thomas not on the field right now. 3rd and 3. Earl completes it to Gibson. Inside the 30 of Stephen F. Austin. Working against Cameron Reddick. A 1st down for the Wildcats. Darren McLean, our entire crew, the winner of this one heads to the FCS quarterfinals to play either Montana State or Yale. Bobcats up 7-0 at the half in that game in Bozeman. Earl into the flat for Eddie Henry, his tight end. And Henry spinning to the 20-yard line against Charles Demings.
Some pressure look by this defense, single high safety.
And they run it with Vaughn, who finds an alley all the way to the end zone for his 2nd touchdown. Abilene Christian seizes the lead.
He does a fantastic job, and then obviously Vaughn with his big body, 6'3", 235 pounds, he's got the ability to take it home. A list player.
On 2nd and 9, Vidlac in stride. Wayland with a 1st down to midfield. Tyson Williams, Dorian Plumley were back there for Abilene Christian. SFA has it at the 49. Try to attack the boundary again. ACU brings more pressure this time. And the quick throw to Kylan Harris, stepping out at the 30. Clock stopped at 7 seconds. That's a little bit outside the range of their usual place kicker, Carlos Alvarado. Hand the bigger leg. This is well within his range. And Hand is on the money. He ties the score with 3 seconds to play in the 1st half.
And it might dictate and may predict the outcome of this game.
Here's a toss to Richard Reese. They want to get him on the edge. This is how you do it. Now the cutback. He is a speed merchant. Reese across the 20. And ushered out by Noah Mangum at the 15. Enormous play to start the 2nd half for the Lumberjacks. 3 years ago, he was a freshman All-American that season. Vidlac off the play fake to the boundary, and the catch made by Clayton Whalen, the sophomore from Southlake.
But again, that's a nice play design that you get one of your receivers matched up against a linebacker.
60 yards on one play there. Vidlac to the edge, and Kylan Harris pushed out of bounds right near the 1st down marker. It'll be 1st and goal for Stephen F. Austin.
Yeah, here it is again. I love the fact that they're moving the pocket, giving Vidlac a chance with an open look.
And LD, here is what SFA calls their GATA package with Gavin Rutherford, the backup quarterback. He's not behind center. Wembley, the running back, takes the direct snap, and he beats ECU to the corner for the touchdown. All the shifting, then the running by Wembley. Stephen F. Austin takes the lead.
You've got a wide receiver, but the quarterback and the running back are interchangeable in the backfield. And that time there, they just run read option with the quarterback Wembley, and Wembley got to keep him under control for sure.
Wildcats need 6 on 3rd down, and they pick it up with ball trip. A first down across the 35. Malachi Williams tripped him up. That was before Keith Patterson became the head coach. Once that happened, Southern decided SFA was a better fit. On 2nd down, Earl scrambling, and Stone Earl to the sticks. A first down to the 30-yard line.
Here's the look we saw earlier in that first half where Vaughn scored on the touchdown.
Earl stepping up. Vaughn delivers a block. Stone Earl cracked at the goal line, and it's a touchdown. And he does just that. So another outstanding drive that consumed a lot of clock by ACU, and they knot things up at 24.
To some people, it's how do you respond, but these guys are going to probably play a little bit more spirited now that one of their brothers has fallen, but they got the thumbs up. They should be juiced.
Reese on the return, and he's chopped down at the 25-yard line.
Here's a great opportunity for the Wildcats again to get great field position.
Posabon gets it away. Good punt. Tyson Williams on the return, and Williams stacked up at the 38.
I wouldn't be surprised here. You see a ton of Vaughn and Banks here running the football, controlling the game here.
Earl taking a shot on 1st down, and an over-the-shoulder catch for Dallas Dudley. Stepping over Charles Demings. So 1st and goal at the 8 with the penalty. Earl swings it to the motion man, J.J. Henry. Henry weaving inside the 5. The former Ole Miss Rebel tackled by Jalen Mayo. It's a gain of 4. Hit from 22 on the opening drive of the game. And Perez puts Abilene Christian back in front. So a first down at the 32. Vidlac to the flat, and Wembley, the running back. And Wembley's got another first down, close to the 20-yard line.
In this case, Sam Vidlac is just as good as anybody in the country if you give him time.
Now they hand it to Jarrell Wembley, breaking through the line. Wembley to the edge, and a flag down as he steps out at the 6. Now 3rd and goal from the 10. Oh, they run it, and it's a touchdown for Wembley. Jarrell Wembley finding a canyon, and Stephen F. Austin retakes the lead.
They've been able to gash this defense and block a hat on for a hat. Once again, the left side of the offensive line, the left guard, Jake Henry, the left tackle, Robert Keller, they do a masterful job of escorting Wembley into the end zone. And when you come into these piney woods, you better get ready to fight, because these lumberjacks can run right at you and over you into the end zone.
On 3rd and 1, back to the big back Vaughn. A first down and a lot more. At 235 pounds, he is a runaway freight train. Touchdown!
Are you kidding me?
And Perez makes it a 3-point lead. Jordan Vaughn had 2 touchdowns the first time around against SFA this season. Try 3 now today. Blitz up the middle. It's handled. Vidlac, a deep shot. Harris has a step. He's got the catch. And Harris is down to the 10 as he barbecued Tyson Williams.
And Ted, this might be the best pass of the game. Watch the pressure. Vidlak stands in there, knows he's about to take a shot, but throws an absolute dime. And it's on the money. And we talked about Harris and his ability to run any route on the route tree. And you can see here, they slid Robert Keller to left tackle. And now they've got Darren Rianco at left guard.
Wembley around the end. Flag is down. And Wembley out of bounds near the 4. And he started 0-2 this year, including a loss to ACU. Vidlak to the end zone. Harris, one-handed. It's a touchdown. This back and forth classic continues.
That's the moment. It's a pass to the outside. Now the defensive back, what you don't see is actually pass interference. It held it, but you can see how acrobatic and athletic he is to contort his body the opposite way and figure out a way, Ted, to hold on to that thing. That's one of the better plays I've seen all season long, and I've seen a lot of football this year, but that right there in this moment, that's pretty good, and that's on top for sure.
It's not just at AT&T Stadium we have to deal with the sun in the afternoon. Earl escaping, throwing it back to Vaughn, and he's tugged down near the original line of scrimmage, trying to will the SFA defense on. Earl the heave, and a diving stab. Charles Demings takes it away. It's an interception as Earl tried to connect with Dudley. Carlos Alvarado from Venezuela, second team All-Southland, as the place kicker. Of course, Jacob Hand had the 48-yard field goal, the bigger leg, right before halftime. But here, from 26 yards, Alvarado trying to make it a 7-point lead. Alvarado sneaks it in. So Demings not on the field for Colby Carthel's defense. 2nd and 20. Earl again to Dudley, and this time it's a catch. 4th and 12.
Well, it's all going to be predicated on what this middle safety does. If you're Earl, you've got to read him. You got to take your shot.
Earl has time on the move. And the pass deflected, incomplete. Jaden Southard got a hand on it. And he's going to send the Lumberjacks to the FCS quarterfinals for the first time in 16 years.
You know, I thought coming in, either one of these teams, whoever would survive this game, and again, I said survive this game, it's going to be a tough out next week. Or for whoever they have to play, obviously Montana State, but what a fantastic football game we got to witness today.
It is payback for the Jacks from the loss to Abilene Christian in week 2, 3 months ago. Now to the FCS quarterfinals for the first time since 2009.